Hello, friends. Welcome to another session of interactive kibitzing. Let me go to VBO. I'm already there, but I'll share my screen with you. And I'll play with Rotawall. She's saying she's had a tough night. She always does her best. She's a very nice player and partner. Let me open the table. We'll play an expert game against two experts, which are Ira Karish and Leon. What's the second name of Leon? Surname of Leon. Leon, I remember it, but I'll look into it once he joins the table. And that's Leon's nickname and Karush. And we have to add this thing here to ensure that the robot will not be playing random cards out of our hands. Sometimes that happens. And let's look at Leon's surname. Leon Fisher. Yeah, I should have known that. Leon Fisher, Ira's partner. And let me send some greetings. Hello, folks. Rhoda is still coming to the table. Let me grab the link and add it to the Kibitzer's table, to the Kibitzer's screen once we get going. Usually, it's a long time ago, we could see how many Kibitzers there were at the table. I don't know if there's still a way to do that nowadays. Surely if we have a second account, but I'm not going to invest that much on it. Oh, maybe that this is it. Yeah, good. So now that's how we see how kibitzers are, how many kibitzers are there. So I will wait a little bit before I just add. Let me see if Rhoda got the invite. Let's invite Rhoda again. She's saying that she didn't get it. Uh, so there you are. There she is. Good to go. Thanks, Barbara. And I don't know why Barbara is not on the kibitzers list, but many mysteries regarding BBO. Many mysteries. And we have a very balanced 14 high card point hand. No temptation to do anything other than choose our best lead. Hello, Barbara. And
Good morning, Paulo.
good morning. I don't like leading from four card suits headed by the ace against one no trump. We usually have more time to work on them. Queen of spades is probably safe enough, but Ira might have a lot of them. Anyway, I'll do Queen of spades. No, we surely hit Rhoda's length at least four, maybe five, hopefully five. And dummy has those annoying queens behind my ace jack. We play upside down carding, so this five is encouraging. She surely could afford a higher spade if she didn't like the suit. There's only the four missing. This hand is basically about keeping our powder dry, not hopping with the aces. 14 high card points plus 7 in dummy, that's 21, which means that Rhoda is very weak, has 2 to 4 high card points. The Irish certainly has ace king of spades, therefore. You want the king, right? Certainly is kind of an overbid, but likely. And so looks like our best shot is he's trying to steal hard tricks before we establish spades. He can get two hearts, two spades, and three diamonds. Let's hop here. We are giving a spade trick. Sorry, a heart trick. But let's try to establish our spades. If Rhoda has ace 10, that would be a very welcome surprise. That's all she can have, ace 10. Yeah, very welcome surprise. I'll discard the low club. So we are on track to winning 4 spades and 2 aces. That's still not enough. Still not enough for defeating it. But we have done our best. Declare could always, after guessing hearts, get 1 spade, 3 hearts and 3 diamonds, and a club, 8 tricks, if we did not lead spades. And that's it. Everything else is with Ira, as expected. Wow, interesting. And now 17, spade void. Many possibilities, including this one. I don't like doubling with 5 hearts, but I have extras. If I didn't have such a good head, I might be 2 hearts, even with 5, 4, 4, 0. If I take away those queens, for example, one of them. But I have enough extras. For instance, if Rhoda decides to pass one spade double to ensure that it's not a bad contract for us, since I have so many extras. She didn't pass. She has a lot of spade values for sure, which are not working for higher contracts. Reno Trump is very likely our last landing spot or sacrifice. And I don't intend to play anything other than 4 spades double after the start. Ira should have 7 reasonable spades, but maybe dummy, as we can see, is hopeless. Maybe. So she's encouraging hearts. I wouldn't want to let her rough, so I hope it's not a doubleton. But in any case, if it is a doubleton, It's better than to break diamonds or clubs. No, she roughed with a double. Now I want a club back. That's why I returned the lowest heart. She should have ace king of diamonds, maybe. Yes, she has ace king of diamonds, which means that Ira has the king of clubs and some length in clubs. So the 7, Ira should have 7-3-3, therefore. And Rhoda has king, queen, third of spades. We'll win 3 club tricks eventually. So we're going to get 7 tricks, 800. Is 800, well, it's always good, but do we make a slam? Is king jack fifth on hearts? Possibly, yes, we make a slam. We won't bid it, but we make it. You could make 6 diamonds, depending on a few finesses here and there. But 800 is usually good. It's the bird in hand. Now we have a 1 spade opener. Interesting. Splinter. That makes my hand quite enticing. That single on my 5-card suit, especially if she might have 5 spades. If she has 5 spades, we can make a slam with very slender values there. Let's picture her with something like ace fifth and an ace, and the right ace. That's the bare minimum. So ace fifth, the ace of diamonds, the king of hearts. That's kind of perfect cards, but still that's a laydown slam. All it needs is spades 2-1. Now the 4 diamond gives me a good opportunity to just pass. If I had a hand that hated the splinter, I would bid 4 spades. But pass here shows that I don't hate the splinter. They are vulnerable versus not, and they are bidding to 5 diamonds. That is very, very peculiar. Very peculiar indeed. If I have a nice lead of the ace of clubs and a club rough, we know that we'll get the first 2 tricks against 5 diamonds, and Rhoda should have a few tricks on the side. So let's respect the vulnerability. Not go to 5 spades. If Rhoda takes my double out, this should show a club void, so it doesn't encourage me to do anything other than pass. That's what I would expect from this takeout, which is unusual, since her splinter should have described her hand roughly. Yeah, she has too much offense, too little defense for that splinter, I think. So I think she did well taking it out. Maybe we would get it down one by the club rough. Maybe we wouldn't. It depends on spades being 2-1 or 3-0. But it's not a bonanza. Five diamonds, surely it's not a bonanza. It's down one at best if we get a spade trick. So now we can just draw trumps, I guess. Yeah. Even against hearts 5-1, I can rough two hearts in my hand. They are not 5-1, so we are going down one. Both contracts would go down one. So nobody got rich.
Paula, when you splinter, do you usually splinter? Like if it's an ace or a king, would you splinter?
With Rhoda's cards,
Well, no, with Rhoda's cards, I would splinter with that. But say she had the ace of clubs.
the singleton ace, you mean? Because she's splintered in clubs. You're talking about if she had singleton ace of clubs.
Yeah, yeah.
Splintering with a singleton ace is dubious because especially when you have such a distribution as 5-5-1, because partner will downgrade his king. And
Yes.
imagine
Yes.
you splinter with a singleton ace of clubs and partner has the ace of diamonds and the king of clubs. Now that king of clubs is equivalent to the king of diamonds for your purposes, since it's a trick in which you'll discard the diamond. But partner won't know that, and so
Yes,
splitting with a single
exactly.
ace is usually best avoided.
Okay, thank you.
But sometimes it's the best bit.
Well, this
To
is it.
try to not do it, it will mislead partner about, especially his club king.
Excellent, thank you.
Huh. I do think though that a splinter should show more than what she had. Interesting. I'm gonna bail while I can. She should have a heart void in 5-4-4, and that is our best contract at this point. Yep. But in any case, going back to the splinter situation, I would expect a splinter to be more slam oriented than what she had. So she was more defensively oriented. In effect, the splinter gave East the room to bid four diamonds. That one side effect of that splinter. She might have over four spades. Ira probably would have bid five diamonds. He had enough, but sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he doesn't have the king of diamonds, something like that, and then we are allowed to play in four spades. So the slightly higher preemption of three or four spades compared to four clubs can be worth a lot. Rhoda is trying to scramble as many tricks as possible. I would expect after this start queen of clubs to the ace. Now low club to the nine. Ira should have doubleton queen of clubs and Leon jack 10-9 fourth. I don't think he would have played a low club from queen jack third. It's not so clear. Or a low club from queen jack 10 low, hoping to find partner with a nine. So it looks like clubs are 4-2. In this case, it's apparently best to keep playing spades, as she's doing. Now she has still one more club trick. And maybe a heart or a diamond. Depends on how they can defend. If the queen of diamonds is on side, for example, and they lead a heart, if the queen of diamonds is on side, they can't avoid her from winning an extra trick to go down only one. There you go. Queen of diamonds. If wow, now the diamonds are established. That was a blunder by Leon. He established Rhoda's hand. He probably has the singleton queen of diamonds, but even so, he should have led an ace of hearts or a low heart, and he would have won one more trick than what he did. Yeah, doubleton queen, jack 10 9 fourth, as expected. Okay, 14 high card points. Nice diamond suit, but surely not enough for any upgrades into 15 17 territory, I think. This is a two diamond overcall after over any one major opening. Or even better, much better to overcall at the one level than at the two level.
If East hadn't bid, would you have considered opening that one no trim?
Nah, I don't think it's good enough. Even though the
Oh,
five card is nice, I don't like the queens and the jacks. Too many jacks.
okay, thank you.
And in third position, vulnerable. It's kind of you have less of an upside by of
Okay,
bidding like that. You want to stop low when partner has about 6 to 8.
okay, thank you.
3 diamonds is a bit surprising since we have so many high cards and they are moving forward. I guess 3 hearts from Ira is coming up in a flash. Somebody has to be overbidding here, and I guess it's Ira. See, I have a balanced hand, defensive hand in nature, so I don't feel any temptation to go to 4 diamonds. Let's defend and hope to put them down. Yeah, Ira had a horrible hand to open in second seat. He was kind of ashamed of it. So no temptation to beat anything other than 3 hearts. And Rhoda, who supported with less than great diamonds, uh, she should have some values on the side. She should have something like an ace and a queen at least. maybe two aces, but not two aces. That wouldn't give an invitation to Leon. But an ace and the queen of clubs is very likely. That's why I'm kind of asking for clubs, like paying my little cards in diamonds and in spades. Okay, no queen of clubs. That means we will probably have to hope for the ace of hearts with Rhoda. Would that leave an invitation for him? The ace of diamonds, queen of clubs, five hearts, maybe? Nah, I don't think we're going to break this. In other words, we have only one heart and one club trick coming up. Is there any urgency to rough this? Probably not. He has only one diamond to rough in dummy. So he won't get rid of all his clubs. Let's discard. Interesting discard of the diamond. It's a trick, apparently, but he has a 10 of clubs, therefore. Yeah, he has a 10 of clubs. Okay. 10 high card points. I want to. We have 16 kibitzers now. Good. Hope it's useful. I don't know if everybody's in the Zoom, probably not, but still. I hope it. Wait, I thought it passed already. Come on, pass.
I
Let's
think I
go.
might have doubled on that hand being non-vulnerable.
On which hand?
The one
Three
that you're
hearts.
doing now.
Oh, nah. Doubled on Queen of Hearts is a very bad asset for offensive action. If the Queen of Hearts were elsewhere, it would still
Mm.
be too light by my standards, but the Queen in their suit is is really bad. And I like to have, when I have light action like the one that you're proposing, I try to have two defensive tricks because Porter might double them at a later contract on the strength of mine.
Ah, okay.
And I have one and a half at best defensive tricks. So
Okie dokie. Thank you.
now we have to lead. And I don't like the excessively passive spade. So let's try diamonds. Leading the third from an even number. Okay, so now we established that trick, even though we established also dummies 10 of diamonds, but maybe he will discard. If he has 5-4-2-2, that was the best lead. He will have to discard a diamond quickly on the spade. It looks like it. He has 2-2 in the pointed suits, spades and diamonds. So the diamond would force him to do it. Immediately now he has to guess hearts and clubs. He will guess them. Okay, 8 is winning the trick. Let's let her win. She can play a diamond from there if she wants to. I would play a diamond from here, giving up the trick to the 10 anyway, but I hate giving up tricks. But in any case, there's little chances that we can make more than 2 clubs and a heart after the start. So this is over. And in imps, at least, they're not too worried about over tricks. So this is over. Yeah, now he has hearts are 2-2 means that he will claim. Yeah. Wow, losing 5.6 imps for a very ordinary hand. Go figure. Anyway, 7 card suits should preempt. That's probably a good rule of thumb. Even though this is a ratty suit and we are vulnerable, they are special enough and rare enough that we have to disturb their peace by preempting.
I'm
Maybe,
proud of you, Paulo. Good preempt.
maybe Volvers is not. I would consider some timidity, but here, nah. Let's preempt and wreck their auction. At some cost, maybe they'll pass and I am finished. But it's usually good odds. Indeed, I may be able to rough a few diamonds in dummy. They have a game for sure. We have 12 high card points, so they have 28. And after the ace of spades, we are sure to win 6 spades, at least now the king of diamonds also. So 7 tricks against their game contract. And if the ace of hearts is on side, it's 8 tricks. So not bad at all. And now we can rough a club. Play a high one just because sometimes strange things happen. Draw a trump. Draw the last trump. And lead my heart up. He'll probably not duck. Well, maybe the ace is offside anyway. Yeah, so we lose 2 more tricks, which is 500 against their game. And even so, we lose 7.5 imps. That is very weird to lose so many imps. Can they really not be bidding game with 28 high card points? Oh, it's too few comparisons so far, and only the 2 that we have indeed are very timid. 28 high card points, most people would be getting to some kind of game. Just what I wanted to hear. A diamond, 2 hearts. Well, 2-no trump cheered up my day a little bit because maybe they'll get overboard. Although Doubleton King of Diamonds on side is not big news. Against three no trumps, I should not be leading hearts. Ira has at least two stoppers there. And this is a sign off. So if Ira bids three no trump, now it's an undisciplined bid. West knows more about East's cards than the converse. I'll probably lead a low spade if it comes to three no trumps. Hoping that Ruba has some small help there. But another interesting question is whether should I double three no trump? I think I should, just because they are fooling around and they should be punished when Rhoda has something like the 10 of diamonds, and they won't. I don't think they will take it. I think they will take it out. But if they don't, maybe we get lucky. But that means I shouldn't lead low. I should lead the top spade. And they have 7 tricks. I think diamonds are running. With a spade king is 8. Maybe the ace club is 9. So that's not a fantastic double here. But still, I am in favor of making them pay for their mistakes when they are making a mistake. They were not. Rick really had a very nice diamond suit, nicer than he might. This is imps. Another consideration that led to that double is imps, because match points is a horrible double, but in imps, sometimes they get a lot of.
Hi Lisa, could you please mute your mic on Zoom until you would like? Thanks.
Okay. So it looks like we're going to get a few over trick imps here. Ira having ace queen of clubs, the stopper, ace queen of clubs, king of spades, and the heart stopper. Looks like 11, 6, 8, 10 at least. Depends on his heart stopper. It's 11 tricks or 10. It's almost always 11. This hearts 3-3 mean that his heart stopper should be something like he led a heart to the 8. King 10-8 maybe. Queen 10-8. And Rhoda would have 2 heart honors plus the king of clubs. Yeah, 11 tricks. That is 750 versus 400. That's 8 imps away. Unless we can make a surprise trick with the 8, with the 9 of diamonds. If you had 10 doubled and then played me for king 4th, that would be funny. A funny side effect of, oh, she did duck she wasn't expecting the 8 of diamonds. It was funny. So he discarded a club, right? Let me just check. I was laughing at it internally at this funny situation. So see, he discarded 2 clubs, so I can get rid of all my clubs. He has 5, 2, 3, 3. Maybe he has 4 cards in spades. Oh, no, he just discarded all his clubs. He has ace queen fifth of clubs, 5, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, his shape is pretty much marked. He has a queen of hearts, all the tricks, yes. Now, interestingly, if she had won the 9 of diamonds, what would have happened? Not much. It's just one more trick. Not much. Let's go with 1 diamond here. After some excitement, this looks like a very tame deal. One of trump looks better than 1 spade to me, even though I have a bare minimum. Shouldn't be passing partner on the possible 4-2. By the way, we don't double with 4 spades and bid spades with 5. We bid spades with 4+. That is why pass here is probably not ideal. But if we were playing a more standard set of agreements in which double shows 4 spades and 1 spade shows 5 spades, I would pass here in 1 spade. Okay, let's duck this one here. We have 2 hard tricks. Can it be that ace queen of clubs is in the east? And he hit on a very inspired lead, maybe. 6 of clubs. Nice pass by Rhoda, by the way. Some people would be tempted to bid more. Now, it looks like Leon has the aces and the queen of hearts. And Ira has some stuff in spades. This is what it looks like to me, and I want to conserve that entry to dummy. There's no reason for me to let it run. And let's see if I can sneak a spade past Leon's doubleton honor. Nope, but I'll have to duck it anyway. I have to hope that he has 2 honors then. King, queen, or queen, jack. Since I have so few entries to dummy. If he leaves the queen of hearts, that will surely take away my entry too. to the spades. Now let's consider Queen of Spades. And he looks like a man with the two aces plus the Queen of Hearts. That's how it looks to me. If he has two spade honors, maybe the Ace of Diamonds is with Ira. That would be quite good. So let's play for that. Let's see if, yeah. So now the 10 and the 7 are coming alive. Can play a diamond now. And it looks like, unless Leon had 5 clubs, that I would score plus 1 heart and 2 spades. Glory be to the 7 of spades.
Well done.
It's cool, huh? And let's hope that Ira has the Ace of Diamonds and 3 clubs only. We can still make a trick with the Queen of Diamonds. I don't know if clubs are 4-4 or 5-3. Yes, they were 5-3. Good. 8 tricks. That is a lot of tricks. $15. I want no trump. I don't know how exactly she plays that, whether it's 5 and an invitation or 4 and because we don't play 1 no trump, 2 no trumps as an invite. And so the only way to invite is to start with Stamen. And I don't want to accept any invite. By the way, my hand is very bare. But if I knew she had 5 spades, I would pass. I'm not sure. And in fact, I think it's unlikely that she has 5 spades. I think over 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 spades. That should be 5. If we roll 2 hearts, he can have a hand like this. 10 of diamonds lead. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, our best chance is still the Ace of Diamonds on side. So developing tricks there. Ten of diamonds can be from Ace 10 9. So let's go for it. Yeah, it looks like Ace 10 9 fourth. So let's see if we can Establish a side entry to dummy if the king of spades is on offside. If not, I'll just play another diamond. Let's see what they can do to help me. Tricky play. So maybe it's at the doubleton 10 or 10-9 third. Doubleton 10 could either afford to waste the 8. Oh, he'll have ace jack 9. Ace jack 9 8, of course he could. Well, that was a welcome shift. And now we really need to play on clubs. Let's duck this to Mr. Lee and see what he can do with it. That's so far a very interesting hand to play because nobody's willing to win tricks. Because everybody throwing each other on. Okay, so I can throw a diamond. So let's recap. Leon has 4 clubs. Hearts are probably 4-4. So he should have 2, 4, 3, 4. Okay, 2, 4, 3, 4. And therefore, at this point, he just discarded a spade. If the ace of hearts is on side, I got him for down 1. Since it's not, there's little I can do here other than play queen of hearts and a heart, but it won't help me unless they have weirdly blocked their hearts. I don't expect that to be the case. No, he had 5 hearts and didn't lead them. That was also surprising. And I don't understand why anybody would not lead them, would lead from 3 to the 10 instead of from a 5 card suit, even though I bid them. Very peculiar choice of leads by my lights. Could have salvaged the trick by cashing the ace of spades, but probably not a lot of imps in play here. So this is a simple auction so far. Heart 1 of trumps 2 hearts. Ten of clubs. Well, by the evidence of the prior hand, I should probably play him to not have the king of clubs. That's probably a good play in itself. I need to aim at 6 hearts, a club, and maybe a spade, maybe a diamond. But sometimes the king of clubs is double to offside. Let's see if the jack will show up here. No, so I'll duck this. Because that could be a doubleton. That could be even a singleton. It's probably best to duck it. Looks like 10-9. Double. Yeah. 10-9 double it is. So now we have to try to establish diamond trick. And Ira doesn't know that I have 3 clubs instead of 2, so I don't think he will be able to cash the king of clubs. Leon would lead from 10-9-8 with the exact same order of cards. That's what I'm hoping for. If he can cash the king of clubs in a club, that's after cashing the ace of diamonds, it's probably the best defense for them. But I think it's very hard to do that at this point. He'll probably leave just a heart or a spade. I was king. And let's see if they will not realize that I still have a club loser in my hand. I can discard it on a diamond. That is a devious plan, at least. Best defense now would be to cash the 2 black tricks in some order, and then to lead a trump. But as I said, it's hard for Ira to cash that king of clubs. If I had a doubled on ace of clubs, that would be very strange. But he may be able to read it. No, he wasn't. So we are apparently in good shape after this, because it's hard to see us losing more than one trump trick after this point. Unless Ira has ace king doubleton of diamonds, then he will ruff. And now we can, everybody roughs everything. There is the 10 and the jack and the 7 at this point. So let's see if they will be able to promote something. Very likely they will. No, they were not. So that's a nice ending. Interesting hand. Interesting situation about that 8 of clubs. How can the defense escape from that? They really have to give their count signals very diligently. So Ira should see, let's see, trick by trick here. After the first two club tricks, the queen of diamonds, Leon, should really signal an odd number of diamonds. He did that. I think they play upside down. But then when Ira leads a spade, he has to be able to signal count in spades. That's not so clear. Maybe if he plays ace of spades and a low spade, now Leon, Ira can diagnose that I don't have 3, because if I have 3, Leon has 3, and he should play ace and a high spade, not ace and a low spade. Okay, in the meantime, And we have butted into a dangerous auction, and we don't have any 5-card suit to bid. So let's see what happens. If they double me in mono trumps, I will take out the 2 diamonds. And I will pass this unless they double. Looks like Rhoda has a lot of clubs, which is a suit that I did not promise at all. So let's pass it. Yeah, here we are, a bunch of clubs. That's a dangerous auction, incidentally. It's easy for us to go astray and play in diamonds or in hearts after a club passes spade double. While Rhoda plays, let me make a plug for her website. If you are not aware of rhodasrules.com, take a look. Stories are always entertaining and the rules are very useful. Very good advice. Barbara saying goodbye. Thank you, Barbara. Bye-bye. That can't be overruffed. I thanked her on the Zoom, but I'll thank her here too. The big menace here is another club overruff. She can lose 2 club tricks. So I don't think that will be a risk for the contract. She can always, for instance, at this point, cash ace, queen of spades, cash the ace of diamonds also first, just for neatness sake. But the next spade will be roughed by Ira. He discarded 2 spades. But that's the last trick for the defense. We know that Leon has 3-4 in the majors, so he has 3-3 or 2-4 in the minors. And so there's no risk of an overruff. She can just claim, making 8 tricks. Let's pass here. Balance hands should pass. Should keep out of the bidding. Balanced weak hands. Now, Ira has heart length, therefore a very weak hand because it didn't overcall one heart. And so I'm wondering whether I should lead a club or a diamond because the possession of the queen of diamonds means that there is no urgency for me to attack diamonds from this side. Very possible I need to attack it. And dummy might be short in diamonds. I'm talking myself into a club lead because I have so few entries that this might be crucial to attack dummy's fragment if dummy has something like 5-3-3-2 or 5-3-2-3, yeah, rather 5-3-2-3 might be crucial to attack clubs before diamonds. So let's go. Exactly what I was envisioning. It's good when the envisioning hits reality, even though it might not be a success. But 5-3-2-3 was exactly what I was hoping for when I led a club. The kind of hand that I must use all my entries to lead clubs from, including entry number 0, the opening lead. Would I bid like Leon 17, but partner didn't make an overcall? What do I need from him? Let's say he has Queen Jack fifth and a king. That's probably the most that I can expect. Is that enough? Maybe. So yes, but I could invite also. Partner should go with Queen Jack fifth and a king. But maybe 3 hearts would be more prudent. Another way of looking at it is that dummy has 17 and I have 3 high card points. So there's 20 high card points missing. And Ira doesn't have more than, let's call it 7. So 13 and 7. 7 would be a lot for a guy who did not overcall one heart. I would put my money more in 6 or 5 than 7. But anyway, that leaves Rhoda with 3 or 4, at 13 or 14. Now he'll discard diamonds on the spades. He could always do that even after a diamond lead. So doesn't look like it was a bad idea to lead a club. He could always, if I lead a diamond, win the ace of diamonds, club, spade to the queen, club to the ace. It doesn't need to take a finesse in clubs. Knows the king of clubs is very likely offside. So now the name of the game is what? The jack of diamonds is a very strange discard. Can it be that he has 5-5? 1-2 in spades and diamonds, 5-5. No, it can't be because he can have at most 4 clubs. So 6-4. A 6-4 and he bid and he passed over 1 heart. That's very timid. Oh, over 1 diamond. He passed over 1 diamond. That's very timid. But looks like he has 1-2 in spades and diamonds. That leaves to him with 6-4. That would leave Rhoda with 3 spades, 6 diamonds, 2-2. Something isn't right in that picture. I really don't expect him. Maybe he was taking out with only 4 hearts because he has a singleton spade, but then he would have 1-4-4-4. 1-4-4-4, yes. Now a diamond. If that is the case, then a diamond defeats the contract at this point. Yeah. So no, he has 2 diamonds, 1-6-2-4. That's what Ira has. And the hand is over. And there's nothing we could do with against 1-6-2-4. Now they gave me 8 spades. We know what to do with 8 spades, right? We bid 4 spades and worry about the next hand. So here we go. Here we go. 4 spades. It's about to play. It's a gun to their head. 4 spades. Almost always ends the auction. Either doubled or undoubled. No. Ira has a strange hand. Now I'm happy with what's going on. Regardless, even if they end successfully, it's surely an uncomfortable auction for them. And it's interesting that Rose didn't double 5 hearts. So maybe she has a very bad hand and they are missing something. I don't know. I do know. Yeah, big hand in Ira. It's very likely that they are missing. If Leon has running hearts, I don't know. Let's just play our singleton club. Because that's no. Oh my God! Undo, undo, undo. That was misclick. I don't know. My mouse is getting. You see, it's marking everything. I just answered. Let me close this click. And my mouse is getting crazy. So that's the easiest way to defeat the conflict is a club rough. That was what I was saying when I led the low diamond. Oh, how much easier it is to play with cards rather than mouse or mice. Now, unless Rhoda doesn't have a hard trick, and for that to happen, Ira would have to have something like 6 solid hearts or something. But now I just do the spade because that can create some trouble. That's a strange beating with 6 solid hearts to double 4 spade. So no, Rhoda should have the queen. Yeah, and she should. I don't wouldn't go so far as say she should, but I would have doubled with her hand. An ace and a queen fourth of hearts. That's what it looks like to me. It's the same kind of double that I suggested unsuccessfully a few boards ago about making them pay for their mistakes. I think when she has queen fourth of hearts and an ace and partner bid 4 spades. Oh, queen third of hearts. Okay, that's more reasonable. Then I withdraw everything that I said. I think doubling is too much. He did have 6 hearts with the ace jack. That's a very strange double of 4 spades. Not that he has an easy decision. 4 spade over calls never give you an easy decision. 4 spades goes down 1, barely. So if we play right, if we have to win the club lead and lead a diamond from them, not a spade. If we lead a spade, we go down 2. A vulnerable 2 clubs. That should command some respect. And I think I will overbid a little bit by bidding to no trumps if Ira passes. Vulnerable versus not. If he didn't pass, now I have an easy pass of my own. Because if Ira had passed, then Rhoda might have a really big hand. When he bids a 2/1, nah, everything is fairly divided, and Rhoda has probably a minimum overcall. I don't even want to raise her, even though we have a nice fit, because this might be, we're vulnerable, this might be too high. So now if Wes has a balanced hand, I won't lead a trump. I'll lead my club. Like I should have led a trump, but I was expecting at West to have, not expecting, hoping that West would have a balanced hand, which is the most likely hands in general. But with this dummy, I surely should have led a trump. But I don't think we are very likely to break this if Ira has club stoppers, as he might. Something like ace 10, perhaps. I don't know. He should have shortness in diamonds if he has some length in clubs and hearts. So if he plays a spade to the king and ace, for example, I would have to play a trump, expecting diamonds to not run. Okay, that's comforting because it means that if I had led a trump, it wouldn't make a lot of difference. He has 5 hearts for the king queen, and we'll have to hope for a diamond honor with Rhoda. Otherwise, the diamonds are running. So I probably should play the queen of diamonds when he leads a low diamond. Here we go. Now he has to decide whether I play the queen from queen third or from king queen third. He had always 5 hearts, a rough, a club, and 1 diamond. So we gave him an over trick. Oh no. Oh yeah, I had to shift to the jack of spades, but she has a doubleton king. 7 clubs with Rhoda was a bit unexpected from my viewpoint. I was hoping I would have at least 5-3-3. Anyway, we can't beat it if he reads the cards correctly, but if I had led the jack of spades when I won the queen of diamonds, we might have given him some trouble. Though not really. You can always establish the 6 of spades. That's a cool hand. If I lead the jack, queen, king, spade to my hand, I have to cash my spade because Rhoda is out of spades. Now the 6 of spades is a discard for the diamond. Unbeatable. Okay, let's double. There's something in the chat here. A low diamond lead at trick 0. Yes, probably. Didn't cross my mind though. It was between the trump and the club. I played the queen because I was expecting Ira to have much more likely 3-5-2-3 rather than what he had. Because what he had would give Rhoda 7 clubs. So I will just bid my longest suit here and raise spades if she bids them. That's very strange. 3 club coming back from the dead. Anyway, we are forced to game by my extras, so I'll just bid 3 spades here. And if she has spades, she'll raise them. If she doesn't, she might bid 3 no. Maybe even 4 hearts. It's not out of the question. She has 4 nice hearts. She has nothing in clubs because she didn't bid 3 no. She has nice diamond support. She has. Can we make 5 diamonds here? With the passed hand opposite? We need 2 aces, of course. And the right side queen. No, not necessarily the right side queen. We need basically a diamond finesse. I'll do it. I will do it. Games are always so attractive. The finesses appear to be outside. Two aces and the diamond finesse. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. So now, since we don't have even the 10 or the 9 of diamonds, we can't survive diamonds. Diamonds 3-0. Unless we don't have a heart loser. Let us start with, it's possible that if we don't have a heart loser, if Ira has queen 10 third of spades. So first order of business is to finesse some diamonds and see what's going on there. This is what's going on there. Okay. Ira has ace king and king, so there is room for a few queens in Leon's hand. If Ira has 4 spades, no, doesn't help me. I roughed twice in Nami, but I couldn't rough. In the end, I'll have to rough in my hand. I can't then play him out of his trump trick. He should have something like, well, our best shot is still queen 10 third of spades on side. Kelly the heart to the ace. Would Leon bid clubs with 4 little spades like that? He might. He might. He bid 3 clubs vulnerable versus not, so he should have 5 or 6. Let's say 6. Let's say clubs are 4-6. And now he says 4-3. If he has 3-3, then Leon has 4 spades. if he has four spades and two hearts, then Leon has two hearts. Then Leon has four hearts. So he will always have a four card major in this setup. Since he has only 0-6 in the minors, of course. He has to have a four card major. There's no rush to play spade to the jack immediately. I can play ace of diamonds and a diamond since there is no way to play him out of the diamond and let him lead something. You lead a spade, but then we will see what will happen. Basic chance is still queen 10 third of spades on side, but it's very, very slender. See? No queen 10 third. But now we have an in play for down one. Possibly. I will take it in the obvious way. Which is this. If he has led from queen jack, then I go down two. Okay. Nasty diamonds 3-0, and he had 7 clubs. Nasty indeed, diamonds 3-0. All in all, I think that was a nicely played board, especially in the bidding. It might have landed in 4 hearts if Rhoda had the queen of hearts instead of the jack of diamonds, for example. She might have suggested 4 hearts. Anyway, here we are in 3 no trumps. Partner has Wes has no, didn't look for a 5-3 heart fit, so I'll leave a little heart. The reading of the heart distribution was correct. Rhoda had 4 and the Clara had 2, but she didn't have the queen or the 10. So, but at least we didn't give away any tricks. And we are kind of getting more info out of the hand. What will Ira discard? Probably discard a diamond. He should have 4 diamonds in his combined hands. Interesting. Anyway, here looks like the queen of spades is safe and constructive. he had concealed the four cards as spades, which looked like it when he didn't discard any. But still, we had to trust what was going on. Yeah, diamonds are breaking. That means 10 tricks for him. If I had led a club, which was the alternative, he would have only 9, perhaps 4 diamonds, 3 hearts, no, 10. 2 clubs and a spade. He would make 1 fewer spade, 1 more club. Interesting 6-5 hands. They're always interesting, but we have versus not. Still, we have enough for a 2-0 trump, unusual overcall after any one major opening bid because of the 6-5, but not over 2 spades. Then we have to pass. And now maybe bid 4-0 trumps after 4 spades. It's a temptation, but we are vulnerable versus not. I will resist temptation. West may have a big balanced hand. Let's lead our singleton. Yeah, big balanced hand. It is. Since they are not Vol versus Vol, it's possible that Ara is fooling around with something like a good 5-card suit. It's not impossible, so we'll see. Surely I prefer to bet on beating 4 spades than on making anything at the 5 level vulnerable versus not here. If Rhoda has a singleton here, then Ira has 6-4-2-1. So there's no diamond tricks coming. Indeed. So maybe we need an over rough followed by a hard rough. That's why I lead my highest club to beg for a hard return if she gains the lead. I don't know if she will. So that would be most likely. Distribution would be Rhoda having 3-6-3-1. Yeah, that looks like it. And he found the right play of roughing high. So it looks like we're going to get only one more spade trick at best. Or at worst, he's making 5. Seven spade tricks, 2 club tricks, 9, and 2 aces, 11. Unless he has only 5 spades. That's possible that he opened 2 spades with a kooky 5-4-3-1 or 5-4-2-2. It is possible, indeed. Yeah, that looks like it. He has King Jack 10 fifth, Jack 10 9 fourth of clubs, 2-2 or 3-1. Now Rhoda will play a diamond, and he's trying to squeeze Rhoda, but it won't work. She has a heart winner, and I can keep diamonds. So down 1. Nice try, but no cigar. Kooky 5-4-3-1. Let's go with 1 spade. Although maybe 4 spades would have a better effect at these colors, but my suit is too weak, I think. And I don't like the side aces too. The side ace. Jacoby. Now my hand is very interesting. With an 11 card fit, let's just bid our shortness here. We have a nice shortness to show in 3 diamonds. Let me just alert that for completeness sake. For no trumps. That's very happy development. I have 2 with a queen, with a lot of queens actually, since we add length. Happy development indeed. Seven spades. I expect this to depend on the club situation. If she has something like ace king third of clubs, might be a problem. No, so it's a claimer. Indeed, it is a claimer. I can draw trumps and rough too. I have 7 spades, ace, king, ace, ace, and 2 roughs, even after drawing trumps. Well bid. Why are people not bidding that? Yeah, the location of the diamond shortness was crucial. People are not locating it, and then they are not having such a successful auction. Okay. We're still way behind, but it's good to have a success here and then against strong opposition. So that is clubs and another, which means I will just, I like to raise partner with 5. I really do. So I'll do it. I don't want Liam to have an easy 2-something if he has a 5-card suit. Long pause usually means some misunderstanding going on. Trying to think if we were not playing don't. I think we were, but maybe I'm mistaken. I don't understand what's going on, but non-forcing 2 clubs followed by 3 no trumps. Not so bad. We can have maybe 3 club tricks, 3 diamond tricks, 6 ace, king, and ace, and a heart, ace, king, and a heart. Depends on what's going on in diamonds. If that is 4th best, that leaves 0 cards for Leon. And we have 1721, so that is not 4th best. Well, might be, but not anymore. King 865, yes, well, can be king 865, 65. Okay, so we survived the first hurdle, which was clubs 4-0. Clubs 4-0 would have trouble with getting to dummy. But now it looks like we're safe. Even if Ira has a king of diamonds, as he surely does, we will lose a diamond, 2 clubs, and 1 heart. Well, bid again. Assuming that Queen Jack of Spades are with West. I don't know if that's the case. Looks like it isn't. But she has to go through the motions and play the 10 of clubs. If Ira has a Jack of Spades, he found a killing shift, because that's establishing their 5th trick while we only have 8. Three clubs, 3 diamonds, and 2 spades. Killing shift. Well done, Ira. She'll have to play the 10. Even though looks like Ira has the jack. That would leave Ira with 4 high cut points and Leon with 15. Yes, it all fits. There's no alternative play here. 3-0 down 1. It's a noble result. That's a good defense by Ira. Maybe she could win the 2nd diamond. But then she would have 3 clubs, 2 diamonds, and 2 spades. And she would be exposing herself to diamonds 4-3. So it really depends on whether she wants to play for diamonds 5-2. And I would play just as she did, because for Ira to find this shift, it's not clear cut at all. And so now she's gonna cash the diamonds and lose the last trick. But it would have worked if she played the ace of diamonds and it drives out the club. Now, since Leon has only 2 diamonds, he couldn't damage her with diamonds anymore. And she would be able to win 3 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 spades, and 1 heart. That's only 8, so no. She needed 2 hearts. Wouldn't work. As I said, I was surely going to play like she did. That other line is so weird that I didn't even think it was possible before she started thinking about it. Okay, this is a hand with which I will force the game in spite of having only 8, because a 5-card suit headed by the ace 10-9 is an extremely valuable asset, unless we can double 3 clubs. I would like to double 3 clubs too. Wouldn't object to that. If Schroeder doubles 3 clubs, it's going to play there. Since she didn't, I will not. I'll just bid 3 diamonds, which is what I have. And if she has a 4-card major, she will bid it. If not, she will bid 3 no trumps. Conceivably, we'll play in diamonds. It's also a possibility. But here we are, forced to game. I think it's a good place to be, especially after the three club overcall means that maybe diamonds should be on side if there is any diamond finesse coming up. Mr. West should be short in diamonds. No, she had a lot of. We have 9 tricks. No, we have 8 tricks. That's what I thought, but I didn't say. We have 8 tricks, and she really has to win and cash all the diamonds landing in her hand, and that would give a lot of pressure to West. This duck, the 7 of clubs was an important card for an end play at the end. That's why she had to win the king of clubs. But not having won it, she's still alive if West has king, queen of spades, and the king of hearts. Doesn't look like it, though, after this encouraging spade discard. Seven clubs. Yeah, she really needed that the 7 of clubs as an end play card. She has to play, and now her only hope is basically the singleton king of hearts. Not very likely once East discard a spade instead of a heart. He would discard a heart from Jack 10-5. So West's hand is 7-1, 2-3. Apparently two hearts and 3 spades, given his easy spade discard. So he has 2-2 in the majors right now, and 2 clubs. He can discard a spade. If he discards a club, now she can play ace of hearts and a heart. I think he could discard a spade as expected. She's doomed at this point. Now, West's hand is 1 spade, 2 hearts, and 2 clubs at this point, so there's no way. And the king of hearts. If the king of hearts were with East, she could play ace of spades and a spade, but it's not. She should do it anyway, though, but maybe West will discard down to a singleton at the end. But looks like she's doomed. While she thinks it's almost ending the session, let me just make a gentle plug for the Bridge Studio, which is the website where I write articles about play and defense. And I'm trying to go to the homepage. Yes, you see lots of articles about leads, play, defense. Some of them, many of them are free to all, and some of them have this lock icon here, which are open to subscribers only. And subscription is very affordable. It's $12 per month, which averages $1 per article. So give it a look. Looking is free. Give it a look and see if it suits you. Now, that discard of the club means that it's safe for her to duck. She'll always win the ace of hearts. And Leon is playing But she might have made it, I think, after winning the king of clubs after two club tricks, ace of clubs and a club, plus 5 diamond tricks. 6 cards have to be on each hand. So Leon has to keep 2 hearts. If he keeps 2 spades and 2 clubs, now she can play ace of hearts and a heart. So he has to keep 1 spade and 3 clubs along with his 2 hearts. Now Rhoda cashes the ace of spades and leads a club, and he's end played. In fact, this line requires that the 7 of club can only be the third club trick can only be won by West. She didn't quite know that at trick 2, but it was, I think, her best shot anyway, so she might have tried for that. Kept the 7 of clubs for the end play at the end. It is, of course, a tough hand. Okay. Now, this is a 1 suited hand. The double is artificial, 1 suited hand. This is probably our last deal. It's 2 o'clock Eastern time right now. We usually end around this time. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll still be here for some questions. Double is a 1 suited hand. I have to bid 2 clubs, unless I want to play one of trump doubled to allow her to bid her 1 suited. If anybody has any question, comment, suggestion, now is a good time because the session is almost over. Two clubs. Okay. Will they let me play? Nah. So I'll double 3 clubs just to help her lead clubs. I might have a singleton club when I bid 2 clubs, after all. Last hand it is. Okay, let's defend against the part score most likely. Three diamonds hit a nice fit. If Rhoda has a singleton diamond, that appears likely. Although Ira might have a 4-4-4-1 for his bidding. Then they are in the wrong spot. But if Rhoda has a singleton diamond, her most likely shape is 6-3-3-1. So that's a good first approach. Playing north for 6-3-3-1. Singleton diamond and 6 clubs. Yep, confirming all that. And that leaves Ira with, again, confirming all that, 4-4-4-1. Yes, and now he will, maybe this spade pitch appears to be the preliminary of roughing out spades, but he has king, queen of diamonds and the jack of clubs. He's out of cards at this point. He has to have some hard card, otherwise Rhoda would have his king, queen. Can it be? Well, it can be, but so that's an interesting situation. Very interesting. There's nothing we can do though, but
Diamonds, right?
we need,
Yeah.
let's just play a diamond. It's safe enough. There's no way for us to get more than 2 spades. He discarded one already and 1 heart, unless he manages to lose a second trick to my jack of hearts, which is kind of unthinkable. Looks like he has a king and Rhoda has ace queen, a hearts. Ace of hearts and king queen of diamonds. Interesting. So they just missed the game. They missed the game. I was expecting Ireland to be much weaker because they are not in game, but here we are. Well, maybe they didn't but just because has won 4-3-5, or to be more precise, 3-4-5-1, and 6-3-3-1 with Rhoda as expected. So only 8 tricks, even ace queen of spades offside, but people are making 9. Go figure. Our bad boards have good scores. Our good boards have bad scores. Anyway, thanks for everybody. Let me see. Bye. Thanks for everybody on the Zoom session. And as I said, any final question, comment, or suggestion, now is the time. While I still have the history of the match here. I want to leave the table, but the table is not leaving. Anyway, here we are. So, given the silence on the radio waves, I will thank everybody. I'll see you next week. Thanksgiving. I don't know if there will be some changes to the schedule because of Thanksgiving. I'll let you know. If you want updated information on that, I'll usually post a note on the Bridge Studio. So subscribe here, even as a free member, and you'll get notes about the incoming Kibitzing sessions, just like I did in my most recent article. You see, it starts with a note. That's how I communicate with people that are interested in the Kibitzing session. Thanks, everybody, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Let's check this chat here. Yes, thank you.